Hello everyone. What did we decide? On Monday we decided, oh, excuse me, voice. I've had a bit of a cold, so my voice is still coming and going. Monday I talked about frustration. And today I want to continue that by doing another thing that helps me calm down. With no thought, no pattern, I am shaking up my paint pen. And we're going to put some paint pen lines down. And then we are going to do the embossing technique, which comes out so cool. But my lines are going to be based on just continuing to just put my feelings out on a piece of paper rather than a particular pattern. I'm feeling much better now than I did on the previous video. I can't lie. The previous video I started out not wanting to come out here, not wanting to draw, being quite irritated and frustrated with the world. And today I have finished that previous drawing on Monday. And now we're going to do the Wednesday drawing. I'm just getting my pen started here on the corner of my page. Ooh, a hair. Sorry about that. All right, so we're just going to just close my eyes and do some random squiggles. Let's go back to the beginning. Open my eyes there. Okay, so that's just a random squiggle. That feels more like how I feel today. When I started earlier today and I drew the one from Monday, I felt like that. Now I feel like this. Big difference in my energy, in my process, in the way I feel, right? And then I'm going to still do, using this paint pen, that same sort of neurographic process, because I think that feels good. I want to make sure that my white is really white. It's got a nice big soft corners and edges. So we're going to do this for a little while. If you want to come back after I've completed all these neurographic curves, feel free, because this is going to take a while. Meanwhile, let's talk about something that's not frustrating. Because frustrating is not what I want to deal with today. We're done with that. We're done with frustration. We're going to Zenboss a neurographic tangle, which I've never done. Oh, that always looks so cool. All right, let's use this memories box. I need to turn off my heater now. It was really hot, and now, I mean, it was really cold. I've turned my heater on, and now I am starting to get toasty. Question: what creation of yours are you most proud of? I'm most proud of this YouTube channel. I really am. Quite proud of this YouTube channel, the community that we've created here. I never thought that I would be a YouTube content creator. That was not in my thought process when I started this account. I started this account because I was working in pattern-based art, and I was in a group called Zentangle Explorations, which has now changed to just Tangle Explorations. And it was in the infancy of tangle patterns on the internet. I fell in love with them. And there was a pattern that was super difficult for people to figure out. And people asked me, how did I draw mine? Because they liked the look of what I had created. And I was saying that it wasn't that hard, but there was some tricks that you really had to have under your belt to make it look right, because it was easy to do it wrong. It was really easy to do it wrong. And so I made a little video, okay? And my friends in that Facebook group said, can you put it on YouTube? Because you know what happens in Facebook, that videos in Facebook just kind of like disappear. They're there for a day or two, maybe, depending on how busy the group is. If the group is really busy, they disappear like super fast. I'm going to make some wider spots. And so they said, can you put it on YouTube so that we can go back and reference it later, because we know it's going to get lost. And I thought, okay. And so I started this channel, and I really did it so that like 10 people could watch how I draw a particular pattern. I do not even remember the name of the first pattern. I'm going to look that up. Just curious, for my own personal reference. What was the first thing on my channel? YouTube Studio. Will it let me do that? Go to content, and sort by, no, visibility, public, private, more than, monetization, won't let me see the oldest. Sort by. Can only sort by most recent, or that's not right. I don't want to do that. I can only sort by most viewed or most recent. Well, poop-de-dooped. Won't let me find my oldest video. Well, that's no good. Without knowing the name, it won't let me sort by oldest video. At least not here. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Maybe when I'm on my computer, because the mobile app is missing some features that you can do on the computer. So perhaps I can do that. I need to pump a little more ink into my pen here. But yeah, I think, I've created all sorts of things. Many things that I'm proud of. but I think this channel is the biggest. Nearing 30,000 subscribers. I kid you not. I thought, you know, the 10 people that watched that first video, that was going to be it. And then they kept asking me questions. Well, can you do this one? Can you do that one? I want to see this or that or the other. Or do you have any tips? And then we started doing a daily challenge. And I thought, well, if I'm going to draw every day, I might as well video it, right? And so for a while, I was drawing every single day. And literally live every single day. I wasn't like drawing ahead like I do now. I'm planning ahead. Although planning is a loose word. But yeah, back in the early days, I sat down every single day, and every day I made a new video. I didn't do them ahead. And I was working on the challenge that everybody else was working on that day. And so if you go back and watch my early videos on this channel, they're all challenge videos. Somebody else had decided what our challenge of the day was going to be, and I just did that. We did challenge of the day for a long time. And then when my channel got big enough to do advertising, and I was shocked. You know, I had like 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, whoa, how did that happen? But thinking back, it's like, well, you know, the group itself had a lot of members. It was a big group. And it wouldn't have been too hard for even if just all the members watched and became subscribers, then that immediately gave me a big audience, right? And then people started asking and making requests, and it just kind of grew organically from there. And then I teamed up with Ina when she did Pattern Dash collections. And for a long time, I did those prompts. And then that was a whole thing. There was a whole history with Pattern Dash collections. And then Ina's health took a turn for the worse, and she chose to remove herself from social media, and she shut down her website and the things she was doing, which made me very sad. But you know, you got to do what you got to do for your own health and safety, and I do not judge her for doing what she needed to do to keep herself safe. And yeah, because some ugly things had started happening, and I can understand how that would be very difficult for her. And I think I talk about some of that on some of those old videos back in the day. But if you're watching and you see some of my older videos and I talk about that website and I show that website and all the wonderful things that were on there, it was a great website, and I wish it was still a resource, but it's not. It doesn't exist anymore, so, you know, we just deal. And then I kind of just started going on my own with no prompts, no direction, and that's where I am today. No prompts, no direction. And sometimes it works out awesome. Sometimes it goes awry. You never know. Okay, I really need this to dry though. I need this to dry. Do I have my... I do. Let me grab my Hey, dropping things, dropping things. My studio's a mess. I need to clean it up. Okay. Sound warning. I'm going to turn on my hairdryer. Okay. Okay. Oh, I really do need to spend a day out here. But my husband has some construction work that he needs to work on. And once he's finished that, because he put in a fan over the summer to help ventilate this room, and it is aesthetically unpleasing. Just, yeah, calling out my husband. It's aesthetically unpleasing. We're going to do a little. So, I wanted to do some embossing. They call it Zenbossing. And really, it's just deciding where is your light source. I'm going to put my light source over here. I'm going to take a little just piece of my kneaded eraser, pull off a little piece, and stick it in this corner. And this is where the sunshine is coming from. It's going to come this way. So if the sun is coming here, and if this is like a wall, then it's going to be darkest right there. And it'll get a little lighter as it goes this way, right? It'll be dark kind of. There's going to be cast a shadow here. Like that. And same with this. Right up against the edge. It helps to keep a marker so that if you turn your paper for any reason, you still know where the shadow should be, right? But you want to make sure you're right up against your white line. And for this technique to be the most effective, as compared to this, when I just I'm loosey-goosey with it. This, I'm right up against that line. And then I may, depending on how well I can get my blending stump in there, I may have to come in and clean up my white lines again. Like that. A bit right there. I think just a little bit right there. So you just have to think about where the shadow, what would be blocking. If the sunlight was coming here, it would be blocking really well here. Get a little less there. And then maybe a little bit under here. And for sure some here. You can already see, I don't know if you can see, but I can already see the results of that. And I'm pushing fairly hard. I'm getting quite a bit of pencil there. I really should have changed over to my 4 or 6B. This is only an HB. It's a little bit hard, which is why I'm pushing a little bit harder than I normally would, just to get quite a bit of graphite in there. This whole thing down here. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to smudge. And I'm going to use my smaller blending stump, and I can put that back, attach that back to my kneaded eraser. I don't need that anymore, because I want to be a little more precise with my smudging than sometimes I am. And if I feel like it's not giving me the depth of graphite that I want, I may come back with my 6B. No, that's working. Okay. See how that makes that just like pop? Yeah, I think I need my darker pencil. It's not quite enough. It's not quite enough contrast. I need more black. 6B. Let's go back in with the 6B. We're just going to really make that dark. Can you guys see the difference? I can already see a difference. I've only done 2. Let's try again. At least I know where I'm putting it. I think I got them all. I can tell when I start blending if it's right or not. That's much better. It needs a darker, thicker shadow right there at the edge. And then I will have to come back with my white pen and lighten up those edges. They need to be crispy. if I get some of that graphite on there, then they're not crispy anymore. You guys see that? What the difference is between there and there? Big difference. And then we're going to come back through 100% and put more white, because I've really smudged up onto the white and I don't want that. I want a crispy, crispy line. Almost got off the edge there. I don't like to draw off the edge. You guys know that. Some people do. Some people make the most beautiful art where they draw off the edge. And I think it looks lovely, but I just don't. I don't like to do it myself. Doesn't mean I can't appreciate it. Just means it's not my style. Okay, so now we need to crisp up those lines. Okay, let's start over here. I'll try to start where I won't get my hand in it. Nice crispy white. Super white, super crispy. That's what it needs. Needs that deep contrast. So what should I work on for Friday's video? I'm thinking maybe I'll do a gem. I haven't done a gem in a long time. Shall we do a gem? Sure. Let's do a gem. It's been a very, very long time since I've done a gem. I've gone quiet on you. Sorry, guys. You know what that means. If you've been around for a while, you know what that means. What does that mean, folks? Tell everybody else in the comment section below what it means when I go quiet. I'm not going to tell you. Okay, a little Zen bossing. Oop, I stuck my finger in my pen. A little Zen bossing. That looks cool. Almost looks like two figures. Doesn't it? Kind of almost two figures wrapped around a baby. You know that mom, dad, baby figure thing? It almost looks like that. That looks good. I like it. All right. You guys have a great day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Take some time to relieve your stress by doing something fun for yourself. It's okay to play. It's okay to give yourself permission to just do whatever you want. Usually with Zen bossing, when I've done it before, I've done it in a specific pattern. This was just play, and I'm enjoying myself. It's sort of a neurographic Zenbossing. Maybe I'll call it that. Neurographic Zenbossing. Put that in my calendar. Just in case I don't upload today, sometimes I come out here, I draw for a little bit, I go away, I come back, I have not uploaded in a couple of days, and I forget what I called things. So I have to write it down on my calendar. Anyways, next video will be, I think I'm going to do a gem. I haven't done a gem in a really long time. I think I'm going to do a gem. I will see you guys on the next video. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place, one person at a time, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.